I don't think I'm alone in this, but my favorite part of grad school was the coursework. Now, most PhD programs in religious studies follow the same rhythm. You have a year or two of focused classes, then a few semesters of qualifying exams. These are big tests that cover basically everything in your field of study and prove that you're ready to start your own research. And then finally, years, and I do mean years, of writing a PhD dissertation. But those first couple semesters of classes, that was the sweet spot for me. And I still remember that feeling of nerdy excitement opening up the course catalog for the first time and scrolling through pages and pages of classes, an entire class on the Dead Sea Scrolls, an intro to Sufism, a deep dive into the sociology of religion, and I distinctly remember thinking to myself, wait a minute, I get to take any of these? That's a feeling I've been chasing ever since, and honestly, it's the same feeling I get that keeps me excited day after day with Religion for Breakfast. Wait a minute, I get to study Zen Buddhism this week, the Gospel of Mary next week, and then the neuroscience of religion the week after? That's awesome. So in a sense, that scrolling through the course catalog feeling has never left me. And it's exactly that feeling I want to recreate for you with a new project we're launching. Religion for Breakfast's Religion Department, our new online learning platform and community where you can study religion with scholars from around the world. If you've been watching for a few years, you may have noticed I've been running a bunch of online webinars. I've taught a few classes myself on the Book of Revelation, on exorcism. I taught a multi-week seminar on magic in the ancient world, and doing these events have been some of the most fun I've had with the channel because unlike a YouTube video, they're interactive. You can ask questions to an expert, dig deeper into the material, and actually hang out with other people who share your curiosity. And over time, this expanded to include other scholars. The scholar of medieval Taoism, Jennifer Bushio, gave a lecture on the Tao Te Ching. Ari Brower did one on psychedelics and religion. And we've offered 2 language courses, a New Testament Greek class and an Intro to Coptic class, both of which were huge hits. So teaming up with the Religion for Breakfast managing editor, Dr. Andrew Ali Agapor, we decided to bring all of this together into one place. We're calling it the Religion Department because that's what we're modeling it after. When we were in school, the department on campus was more than just a place where you take classes. It was a hub. There were professors who each specialized in totally different corners of religious studies: Buddhism, Islam, early Christianity, indigenous traditions, sociology, anthropology, psychology, you name it. There were regular guest lectures you could drop in whenever you had the time, and there were semester-long seminars where you could dig into a particular tradition or topic. Under one roof, you could study almost anything, always with a professor who has worked for years to make sure that what you're learning is accurate and nuanced. And there's also this deep sense of community. People hanging out in the grad student lounge, swapping book recommendations, helping each other come up with research topics. It was great, and I built some lasting friendships. That's the atmosphere we want to create here. We brought together a roster of experts from all different backgrounds, each bringing their own area of expertise. And as a member of the Religion Department, you can join us in 3 different formats: guest lectures, seminars, and guided reading groups. Our guest lectures are one-time deep dives with a scholar, plus a live Q&A. And if you can't make it live, we record everything so you can watch it on your own time. I'm extremely excited that the world-renowned scholar of Buddhism, Dr. Don Lopez Jr., will be teaching a guest lecture on his brand new book, The Buddha, Biography of a Myth, coming up in just a few weeks. For those of you that want to go deeper, we also run focused multi-week seminars. They're like taking a university course, but more accessible and streamlined. They usually last around 8 weeks long, so you still get that deep, focused learning with a professor along with an online community alongside you. For example, this past summer, Dr. Lydia Bramer McCullum taught learning Coptic through the Gospel of Thomas. And in just 8 weeks, some folks went from knowing nothing about Coptic to reading actual passages from the Coptic Gospel of Thomas. It was so cool to see, and Lydia is already offering the class again this coming fall. And finally, we're offering guided reading groups. Think of them kind of like book clubs, but with a scholar leading the way. We pick a tough text, sometimes that's our primary source, sometimes a challenging scholarly book, and we work through it together across a series of live streams. I'll be leading the very first guided reading, which will basically be our Theory and Method book club. We'll be tackling Religion in 50 Words, a critical vocabulary. It's by the scholars Aaron Hughes and Russell McCutcheon, and it's exactly what it sounds like. 50 short entries about 50 extremely important concepts when you approach the topic of religion from an academic perspective. It's a great book, but some of these concepts are surprisingly deep, so just like a good book club, these will be relaxed, live conversations where we dig into the text, bounce ideas around, and see where the discussion takes us, but I'll be there the whole time to help break down the arguments and explain the context and connect the dots. And here's how you can join our inaugural class. The Religion Department is a yearly membership-based platform. You can join for $99 a year, which works out to be just over $8 a month. You get access to our guest lecture series. You can join any guest lecture live. You can also get access to our full library of all of our past lectures stretching back to 2023. You also get exclusive access to all of our guided reading groups, starting with the first one with me, and finally you get 50% off all multi-week seminars. These are priced a bit differently because these seminars are much bigger commitments for everyone involved. Professors spend weeks guiding you through the material, giving you real-time feedback, and answering questions along the way. Plus, as a member of our inaugural class, you'll be part of shaping the platform. We have a lot of ideas about how to make online religious studies classes more engaging and more accessible, and we're going to be asking you for your feedback on what you want to learn next and how you want to learn them. To join, go to religiondepartment.com and get a full year of live lectures and seminars with world-class scholars, and instant access to our library of content. You'll be joining a community of learners and teachers exploring this absolutely fascinating world of religion. Again, that's religiondepartment.com, and I hope to see you there.